A very warm welcome back to This Is the Way FM. Hello, guys. It's been a while, and we are back with undoubtedly a bang. We've been away for a while, we've taken some time off, but guys, we're back to the old schedule regular content, monthly podcast, and as always, good cheeky banter. But guys, a big hello to all our viewers and listeners on YouTube, and also a very warm welcome to our new listeners over on Spotify. That's right, guys, we are now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor FM, and pretty much anywhere you can find us. Really, to be honest.
We've been branded.
What?
What? Oh, sorry. I was thinking...
As I was saying, but guys, just a little itinerary and rundown, guys. If you've seen the link, if you've seen the description, you know what we're talking about. We're of course going to run down a bit of Star Wars, Squadrons, the game, have a little talk about that, discussing the progress and the future of the Mandalorian. So, i.e., the casting of Boba Fett and also the casting of Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. But guys, as always, I am never alone on this journey. A Jedi Knight always needs his bandwagon. And I'm going to hand it off to my good friend. He's, of course, a legend. The man speaks for himself. Give it up for Mr. Alex.
Hello there. Welcome back to the podcast. So it's pretty much me. Leon, the man, the myth, the legend, the game master, the Master Chief himself. Speak up, brother.
What's up? I make mediocre content, and that's okay, you know. And once again, we're joined by the legend that is Trent Jarvis.
Hey everyone, happy to be here.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, guys, we're back on track and we're back to it. And I thought we could all start this off by, since we're talking about a game, it makes perfect sense to get the 2 cents from the gaming master himself, the Master Chief. Liam, Star Wars Squadrons. First thoughts.
I am actually really looking forward to this. Obviously, if it's as good as what the trailers are suggesting, this will be a game that's on par with the level that Jedi Fallen Order was. And honestly, overall, I'm really definitely looking forward to this game. It will definitely be something I'm pre-ordering 100%.
100%. Liam is
Agreed.
right.
Agreed.
And Liam, do you know of any for example, like, what's the thing called? I believe it's called like crossplay. It's called that, right? Isn't it? Where you can use like.
I thought crossplay was where like males dress up as females and females dress up as males.
Oh yeah.
No. Funny.
I'm not joking. I swear that's what that's called. I swear what you're thinking of is cross-platform play.
No,
that's what I meant. I swear. Okay.
Well, as far as I'm aware, it is going to be cross-platform. So PS4, Xbox, PC, they're all going to be able to game together.
Do we know if it's going to get a re-release on the PlayStation 5 at
all? I would assume so, but I'm not sure at this point in time. But I would assume so, given that it's coming out just before the next gen consoles are released. So I would assume so.
So I know literally nothing about this because I've wanted to be the sort of person on this podcast when we're doing it right now. Trent, tell everyone and me a little about what Squadrons is.
Well, from what I've gathered, Squadrons is exclusively like a fighter squadron game. So you pilot, your typical starfighters like X-Wings and TIE fighters. And I think the story's set after Episode 6. So,
so around about the same time that Battlefront 2 set.
Well, kind of. It's like I said, it's after Episode 6. So,
I mean,
would it have
around that time period probably?
Do you know it would have the same style as Battlefront 2, or is it a bit different? Because obviously I know it's like squadrons and fire pilots and all that, but like, would it kind of go for like the whole Battlefront thing? Like,
I'm
there'll
not
be a campaign.
I think it might have a campaign. they'd be doing themselves a disservice if they didn't create a campaign for the game. I mean,
I know it has like a story mode like Fallen Order, so that'd be exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's clearing my throat.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, it looks a very interesting concept, and I like the whole thing. Obviously, like you can be either light side or you can be the dark side. You can be part of the rebels or you can be part of like the Imperial. So then, I guess that's a nice concept. But I'm hoping it's not one of those games like it's just kind of you play
Catastrophe.
for a bit.
I
Yeah,
am
exactly.
hoping it doesn't flop because it does look really good based off the trailers.
Well, EA have recently renewed their contract, haven't they,
Yeah,
with Star Wars, allowing new games. But they've also recently, as well as making Battlefront 2 free for both Steam players and the PlayStation Store, gaining over 3 million players in the last year. Well, in the last 3 weeks, they've still decided to shut down support for the game
yeah,
now because Dice, the company who make Battlefront, are now working on Battlefield 6 because that's their flagship, unfortunately, and that is the way of Star Wars games. Apparently, I think I think Star Wars games need a lot more love in regards to other games like Battlefield 5 or 6,
You
definitely.
want
if
to
you
say
know what I
something?
mean. What's up, Leo? Ty?
I was saying, Liam, did you want to say something?
No, I was just agreeing with Alex. Definitely, Star Wars games
Oh,
definitely need more love. Like
I mean,
Fallen Order had that
Fallen
update
Order was.
recently, and that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. The Star Wars games they need some more love.
I haven't touched Fallen Order since it released, but I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The only thing that I disliked about it was the final boss battle, which I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone, but it took me like 50 tries. And the
Yeah,
fact
it
that
did take a while.
Cal's lightsaber feels more like a baton than a lightsaber. It just
Yeah,
feels weak, if you know what I mean. Which
yeah,
kind of also made me not like the character a little bit because it made him feel weaker that, oh, he'd get into a fight with two Darth Knight brothers, and then all of a sudden he's dead. But then I go like 2 minutes later and then mess them up.
yeah.
It just felt inconsistent with the combat. But I thoroughly enjoyed the game. No bad blood to it really. I loved it. Great graphics, great storyline, compelling characters,
Definitely.
and also my favourite part, the little drop of Yaddle, Master Yaddle, was in
Oh
the
yeah,
conversation.
good old Master Yaddle.
hmm. And the
Anyway,
narrative was good.
we
Mantis was.
have.
I was.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Alex.
No, no,
Go,
no,
go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
no. I'll be humble. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. It was a small thing, but like the spaceship, the Mantis that was in it, I liked it. It's like, nice.
I'd have enjoyed it if you got like a chance to pilot it. I know like they couldn't really do much, but they could make a small little map that would fly around. That would be quite cool.
Oddly,
I'd
it
like a bit.
reminded me of the ship that was featured in Solo, a Star Wars story. Like the one where, obviously not the Millennium Falcon, but like the one where Woody Harrelson's character, I can't remember his name for the life of me, but like the ship they were kind of on, that is somewhat reminded me of the Mantis. I don't
Mm,
know.
I could see that.
Anyway, anyway, we sprayed off from Squadrons, which we were supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any final thoughts on Squadrons before we or?
I think if it's not misleading, if it goes off what the trailers are suggesting, this is going to be one I'm going to pre-order and enjoy. To be honest.
This game is released on the 2nd of October 2020, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. It is October. Yeah, saw
Yeah.
the trailer for it, and looks pretty gang. Mosey on, boys. To the next
Indeed.
topic.
Next topic was Boba Fett being cast for the Mandalorian, or the actor who played Jango Fett to come back and reprise his role, but be Boba, because Boba's the clone of Jango.
Alex, we completely forgot something. We forgot to say a shout out and a hello to our new little fifth member. You know who I'm talking about?
Baby Yoda.
Say hey, Baby Yoda. Oh, he's a bit shy. He's a bit shy, like,
I mean,
but
don't forget our
Baby Yoda's
don't
here.
forget our
Sorry, I
sixth
thought.
member, Trent's Baby Yoda.
Yeah, me and Alex both have baby
Oh
Yodas.
dear.
You have a Baby Yoda, Trent? Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
Picnics,
Why,
we're gonna go on
yeah?
play dates
park.
and everything.
Love it.
No, our children.
Talking with Sandra and Graham. Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Yes.
And you had to name drop my parents, didn't you?
Whoa.
What?
It's a
My
name drop.
parents are
You're
called
joking.
Andrew and Graham.
That's not your parents' name.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You're joking.
No, it genuinely is.
That Alex, on my life, that was a guess. I was just like, Sandra and Graham. I didn't. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nice. Sorry.
Yeah, genuinely.
What are the bloody odds? Of all the names in the good world, Sandra. Oh, sorry, Alex. I didn't.
dear.
Oh, off track. Mandalorian. Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Trent, you wanna?
I mean, I guess
What's
it
your first
ties in
thoughts on
with
this,
the whole
buddy?
Mandalorian thing. So seeing Boba Fett again would be pretty cool, and see what happened to him after the Sarlacc pit, because we all know that ended pretty badly for him, supposedly.
Well, George Lucas has confirmed many a times that he survived. I hope, maybe, you know how they did flashbacks in season 1 of the Mandalorian as to where we saw Mando going, and his fear of the droids. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but it is only 6 months old now. Yeah, so I reckon they should do something like that where we get to see Boba come out of the Sarlacc's mouth or something, just to reinforce that he did survive it.
Yeah. Thing is, though, if they're bringing back, obviously the guy who played Jango Fett, they'll probably have to digitally age him, which never really works well. Because obviously there's
Why would he
5
have
years.
to be
Well,
digitally
It's
aged?
been a while, Liam.
well, there's
It's been 20 odd. It's been 18 years since he was Jango Fett. So, and Jango Fett was an adult man. We know it's
That's
been
right.
5 years since he died.
Yeah, but
Well, he
yeah,
went into
but
the
they'll have
Sarlacc.
to.
We never saw
Well,
how old he was in that, and we never saw what he looked like in that.
the thing is, though, you'll have to you have to kind of take it with a pinch of salt, because the actor who plays Jango Fett, he still looks pretty good for his age. If you saw him in Aquaman, still looks good. So Boba Fett was around, say he was around 8 by the time of Attack of the Clones. By the time of Return of the Jedi, because he's a clone, he's gonna have accelerated healing like
No, he's
clones
not.
are.
No, he doesn't.
Oh no,
Django has non-modified.
you are right. I do apologize, but even still, there's 5 years between Attack of the Clones and Return of the Jedi. There's then 19 years between.
Attack of the Clones and Return of the Jedi. There's 5 years between that.
Yeah, but then there's also 19 years between
5 years
Return.
between 5 years between Return
You
of the
surely
Jedi and Attack of the
Yeah.
Clones. 5
I'm-
years.
I'm fairly
between,
sure.
between
Attack of the Clones and Return of the Jedi.
6. There are 5 years.
No, oh sorry, Revenge of the Sith.
A long time.
Sorry.
It's
There's
3
5,
years between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. That's 3 years.
but there's another 19 years between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope. So even if he was 8, that puts him at about 30 almost by the time of Return of A New Hope. There's 5 years between obviously New Hope and Return of Jedi, so that puts him at 35-ish, being generous. Obviously, there's 5 years between. Obviously, there's 5 years. I don't know.
We haven't
He
seen his
will
face.
be old.
I heard
He
they
will be
want to
old.
cast him as
Might be
Captain
aged.
Rex instead of Boba Fett. I think.
That could work.
They have also said about him being a clone. Yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
And then there was a meme going around as well saying that they wanted to bring Boba Fett in as a female.
Oh yes, of course.
Oh dear.
Yeah, obviously that would fail because we've seen a young Boba Fett who was also in the Clone Wars and in the actual movies. Even though he has 4 lines, it's quite definitely a man's voice.
Well, I mean,
I'm not very
to be fair, you
I'm not
can
very
easily get a
forte on
voice
the
disguiser, but it's obvious that Boba Fett is a male.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've seen
not
him
very
unmasked so many times as a little child.
Mm-hmm.
not very thought I was gonna say I'm not very, very suave on the Mandalorian religion, but I'm sure I don't know, sex changing ain't this is not the way.
I don't think that's the
Just
way. Also,
that the
Jango Fett wasn't a Mandalorian.
No, he just stole the armor.
He was just a common bounty hunter.
Well, that's what they want you to
Therefore,
think.
Boba isn't a Mandalorian either. Yeah, well, that's what that's what they see in Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Django stole the Mandalorian armor.
Also, his Mandalorian armor isn't Beskar. Apparently, it's a weaker metal.
Yeah.
are we since we're talking about Mandalorians and well obviously still on the topic, obviously I think it's a good time to have a little segue into obviously Roger Dawson being cast as Ahsoka.
Right.
And
Before we get into talking about this, though, can I just say I'm only on season 3 of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Well, I have seen. I'm only on season 3 of Clone Wars.
Ow.
So yeah, because I took a long
Yes.
time saying it wasn't good, and then watched it, and then it was really good, but no one ever recommended it for me. So you know, I mean, even Trent turned around to me
Shut
and
the
was like,
fuck
"Oh,
up,
yeah, I
Alex. We're
wouldn't
crying
recommend
out
it. It's
loud.
really bad." No,
I've
thanks.
been recommending nothing but the Clone Wars to you. You're like, oh,
No, no.
canon.
He has sung it. He has. He has sung it. He has sang its praises just no end of times, and then eventually, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll finally watch it.
as Trent does, but just a theory, no spoilers given away, but like Trent, obviously you're a bit suave in a little bit of Clone Wars and being aware of what happened and
Yeah.
Siege of Mandalore, all that kind of stuff, like nothing giving
Oh,
away and all that kind of stuff.
oh yeah, nothing giving away Siege of Mandalore. So now I know that Ahsoka's on
Oh,
Mandalore
what?
during Order 66.
But what happened on the Siege of Mandalore? You don't know, do you? Exactly. So,
Darth Maul
Trent, how
hasn't
do you think
always seen.
how do you think Ahsoka would tie into the new kind of
Um,
Mandalorian? How do you think she would kind
I
of
think it would
come into it? Any
most
theories
likely
or?
be something to do with Baby Yoda in some way. Like maybe she'll end up reuniting Baby Yoda with, or help, the Mando learn more about the Jedi and how the Force works, so he can understand what Baby Yoda is capable of, I suppose. So I think that's probably what her role will be.
Here's the one thing that sort of annoys me that Ahsoka's still alive for this, right? It's not that I don't like her, because I do like her character. It's not that I don't think she'd survive Order 66, because I know she does, and I think she would anyway, because she's been trained by Skywalker, she's unorthodox, she knows what to do, and how to improvise. It's just the fact that Episode 6 is all like he's the Luke's the last Jedi, and that no one else can train him. And now, because Disney's doing all this shit, it's like, oh yeah, but there's Jedi's here, there's another Jedi there, there's a Jedi over there, and then there's a Jedi there. It's kind
It's
of
all a
taken
bit
away
of a
from Luke being the last ability, the last hope to be
Yeah,
in
okay.
the balance of the Force, if you know what I mean. I know there's still Force sensitives about. There's always going to be Force sensitives about because midi-chlorians appear when the child is born. Also, fun fact: Padme had the highest midi-chlorian count ever
Oh, hot
when she was
damn.
pregnant.
Ooh, I
Because
say.
of Anakin's big dick midichlorian energy going into her.
It's also
I see. I see. Saucy news indeed. But yeah, that's an interesting outlook, and I would obviously when season two does come around, it would nice to see kind of like how a kind of a character would tie in and well with the Mandalorian and obviously the other characters. But yeah, I can see what you're saying there, Trent, with like Baby Yoda and kind of. Do you
most
think
likely
Ahsoka
probably
will be like a kind of
because of
like
what she
teacher in some
knows,
way?
and she's quite knowledgeable on in that subject area. So I could definitely see her being some kind of guide to help the Mandalorian and the Baby Yoda in general. So I think that'd be a good role for her character. It's like an extension for her character development. So I think, yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I'm also intrigued to find out like what the time jump between season one and season two of The Mandalorian will
I
be.
haven't considered that.
I'm hoping that there's not really a time jump, but still see our sweet Prince Baby Yoda as a baby. But also the fact that yeah, it's gonna have to start learning the Force properly. Now Yoda didn't actually become a Jedi till he was 100, so
Hmm. Mystery, young Skywalker. But you know what I think, our guy, Baby
Yeah,
Yoda, he can pull it out the bag.
oh, he can. He lifted up a trihorn, didn't he? Whatever the hell
He
it's
did
called.
indeed. He did. He did.
Although he did have
This
to
is
nap for like a day, but he's a baby.
that's the child. That's our guy. But yeah, I think we've kind of said what we more or less need to say on kind of Ahsoka.
I just hope
Any closing thoughts?
like how she appears in the show. I suppose I've got hopes for Rosario to bring her character to life in live action. So yeah, exactly.
And Rosario, she's a
I
banging
have.
actress. Anyone seen the Daredevil series? And obviously all the Marvel kind of Netflix kind of universe. She's brilliant in that, and or more or less all of her other stuff that she does is brilliant as well. So I have no doubt in my mind she will bang out Ahsoka and do her justice. This is the way.
This is the way.
Liam, any final thoughts?
Liam isn't recording.
Yes, I'm aware. I am aware. I am aware. I have messaged him, but I, I laugh at Liam's just there and just he's speaking, but if he can hear us, but oh well, 25 minutes, boys. Obviously we can cut this out. Loads of shit to cut out, damn. But
This is
do
only
you,
going to be
maybe
like like a fucking 15-minute podcast, isn't it?
no, it's 25 minutes.
Yeah, but you got shit to cut out.
Oh yeah, gotta. You need to cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. You're basically. Oh yeah, I need to cut this as well. Fuck's sake. Okay. Should we mention Lego Star Wars or?
Fuck it. We need to.
You
We
go.
need to get some extra time. Okay,
So
so segueing from that, is everyone else hyped as I am
Oh
about
yeah,
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga?
yes.
I've not
Because
played like
I'm
a Lego
pretty
Star Wars
stoked
game since
about
I was a
it.
kid.
I
So seeing a
loved.
new one is just amazing.
Did you not
No, I've
play
got it, but I've
The
not
Force
played it.
Awakens Lego Star Wars?
Was it any good?
I only got about
Wow.
halfway through it, unfortunately. But the complete saga, it's pretty dope. The only reason I stopped playing it was because like I got busy with other stuff that I had to do at the time, and then over time, it just got pushed onto my backlog, and then uninstalled from my PS4 when I
Yeah.
needed more space because I wasn't playing it at the time. But I do have Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga on my phone, so I do play
I
that
have
when
that
I'm
on the
like
DS.
out and about or wait for someone. It's pretty enjoyable.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm pretty.
I'm excited about
Oh,
all the characters that are going to be added as well because Master Yaddle, she's going to be a playable
Isn't
character
there
in
meant
it
to be like
for the very
900
first time in
characters or
Star
something
Wars
ridiculous
history.
like that?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a massive number of characters. But then again, Star
exciting.
Wars is like that. It's very lore heavy, and practically everyone you see on
Yeah.
camera has
And
their
like
own
own comic
backstory
book series
and
and
name.
everything everywhere.
Yeah, it's like the Wolfman. He in that actually got cut out of A New Hope. He had a full backstory and everything, and then like no cut out. Amazing how much George Lucas
That's
thought
why he's
about
the
this and
G,
people that
the
worked with
real
him.
G.
He is.
He's
He's the
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 real
GOAT.
real
G,
GL.
George Lucas.
I'm interested to see how,
Biggest and
like,
greatest of all time.
obviously we've seen The Force Awakens in Lego with Star Wars, and they're going to do Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, but I'm interested to see how they're going to, like, remaster the first 6 films.
I, I, I reckon they're also going to
Like,
remaster
well, yeah.
The
Yeah, I
Force
get that.
Awakens as well, in all reality. But yeah, I'm interested as to how they're going to do it. Back when I played the complete saga back in the day when it was like new and stuff, I reached a glitch in episode
Yeah.
2 where you know when you're supposed to fight Count Dooku. Yeah, I couldn't play that level. I just got on a black screen and had to shut down
I
and
can
reopen.
imagine.
It
Press
would
F in
annoy
the
the crap
chat
out of
for
me.
our boy who can play the Count Dooku Lego level. Finally be able to play it
So I'm
like 10
excited to
years
finally
later.
do that.
Interesting to see, kind of like, especially all the kind of, you can't say what you say about the sequel era, but obviously you got like the Last Jedi coming in and the Rise of Skywalker as well. It's just, oh no, interesting. Especially certain scenes. Obviously they can't do it, make it look like cinematically kind of looking fantastic, but
They can. They
maybe I.
do a pretty good job. Like the landscapes and stuff are never made out of Lego in a Lego game. Come on. So they do have quite a lot of even if you look back into the old ones, some of the landscapes on that look pretty beautiful, even for a Lego game.
That's true. That's true. I'm just kind of thinking back to kind of like one of like the earliest Lego Star Wars games. I think it was probably on Xbox. I played it on. It was, I'm just thinking back right now. Was like, I think it was when they found Annie, and it was the pod racing kind of level, and
That level,
they didn't
difficult
too
though.
shabby on
Pod
that, I must
racing.
say.
The Tuscan Raider bit where
Yeah,
they're shooting at you
that
is
level
just a
made
piss
me
take.
punch my sofa so many times. Right, chaps. I think we are about done. Do you agree?
Agree.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah,
This is the
agree.
Yep.
way.
This is the way. Right. So, any final thoughts that you guys want to add about anything we've talked about in the podcast so far? Now's the time to
Not
do it.
not overly. Just thank you everyone who took the time to listen to us ramble about shit. It's very appreciated.
Okay, doke. Ty, drop your socials.
I shall indeed. So Instagram i._tie. Twitter is i.tye, and I believe YouTube is i.tye. Yeah, surpassed 100 the other day. Yeah, thanks to the sport. Cheers. Yeah, thank you.
Whoop,
Liam,
whoop.
drop yours.
So normally I'd plug my mixer where I stream. However, that is shutting down. So I'm moving solely to YouTube on LRTgaming. We're getting real close to that 500 where I'm planning on doing 12 hours of horror to thank you all. My Instagram is just LRT Gaming. That's been doing pretty well. And yeah, I believe that's all my socials.
Mr. Trent Jarvis, your turn to
Um,
drop.
Well, if you want to give me a follow on Instagram, that will be TrentJarvis99. I just post any old shit that I find interesting, I suppose. Those cute photos, yeah, indeed.
And Doc Martens.
I mean, sure, there's
Brilliant.
no actual
Guys,
dedicated
just letting you
post to
know, I
Doc
can hear
Martens on
Trent.
there.
So on my line, on my way. So I
It's
can
all
shoot.
good. You'll hear him in the final recording. You can edit this bit out. I heard
Sick,
him loud and
sick.
clear. Okay,
Mm.
so finally, my socials. Legend_Alex1 on Instagram and just Legend Alex on YouTube. Also, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel if you're listening on Spotify, this is the way to find us. You do have to click channels and then click the one with the golden Mandalorian helmet. Unfortunately, because otherwise you find like kids videos where it's like, this is the way to do this, and it's like, what the hell are you even doing? Right. Also, if you're listening to us on YouTube, welcome back, and please check us out on Spotify. Show your love and support. Leave a like if you really enjoyed this because it means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to the rest of the guys involved. Without further ado, this is the way. Goodbye.
This is
the
the way.
way.